This man right here just threw a snake on the Fallen Angel. Will face Lars Anderson that night and get a dose of his own medicine.
This is absolutely, I can't believe that stuff like this has happened. Look at that man. He has no regard for anything. Kevin Sullivan is wrapping a snake, I don't know whether it's poisonous or not, around the Fallen Angel, and she's wrapped up in chains. He's hitting her, forcing her out of the ring, carrying that snake with her, and this stuff like this should not be allowed to go on.
Well,
Ripper.
I can tell you one thing. When Lars Anderson gets a hold of him, he's going to change his attitude about a lot of things, because Lars is absolutely the happiest man I know of. Whenever that suspension was lifted by Liam Ivia, the big announcement is Kevin Sullivan will be here, and Kevin Sullivan will get his dose of medicine from Lars Anderson. Double trouble is headed this way.
Pedro Guerrero now being brought to his feet into
everything just to get him back here, and he's got him now on the night of the NBC Wrestling Wars.
Kevin Sullivan now got Pedro Guerrero in a very compromising position against those turnbuckles, draping this man over the turnbuckle, sending a knee and a foot right into the midsection of Pedro Guerrero. Pedro Guerrero is a veteran from Puerto Rico, but Kevin Sullivan whips his man into the rope, comes off, with a big clothesline. That could put the lights out for good. 1, 2, 3. That's going to do it. Kevin Sullivan, the winner in this match against Pedro Guerrero. But what remains to be seen, what happens at the Wrestling Wars.
Angelo Mosco handcuffed to Mark Lewin at ringside. Oh, what a night. Who's this?
I don't know.
Somebody else
another one of his
Prince of Darkness
compadres, I guess. And, well, there's Kevin Sullivan. I don't approve of his tactics, but we'll see what happens later on. We'll be back in a moment with our next match featuring Richie Magnet.
Now, to Liam Ivia. You thought you had me suspended across the country. First, Texas took away my belt. Then Florida followed. Then everybody's state in the United States followed. Exiled me to Puerto Rico. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I got my lawyer, Mr. Silvankovich, and he is so smart, he found a loophole. The suspension has been lifted.
Wait a minute, Master, may I speak?
Yes, you can.
This is directed to Leah. Like I've told you before, nobody tells my master what to do. No coconut woman, no woman, not even me.
Let me tell you what, all these locals that have been bragging around Lars Anderson being their champion, the Polar Pacific champion, it's all over because I control that island along with the Hayes. And let me tell you something, Alpha, you're going down real bad. We're getting rid of coconuts once and for all. You understand? I'm getting rid of every local that hangs around that island. There was only one local that ever meant anything in Honolulu, and that was, and that still is, the man that talks to the great kahuna himself when the waves break forward. Under the yellow umbrella he sits, and soon the Hayes, myself, and the Fallen Angel will come to Waikiki. And Lars Anderson, let me tell you something. In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. Soon I will be king of the island.